Hello everyone in chat. I just had a quick question before we get started. This is a small one I just wanted to ask. Does everything look 60 frames per second smooth on twitch.tv? If it looks smooth, please type 1 in chat. That's all I need. If it doesn't look 60 frames per second smooth, simply type nothing. And don't type anything is what I mean to say, rather. Alright, thank you everyone. Back to some chill tunes while we wait for... Oh, wait. Well, I guess now we can bring it back to me. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to get this party started, I'm sure, and you guys are just as hyped and ready for it as we are. We're so happy to be able to provide competition for you. My name is Benjamin Breaker Novotny, and that's not to be confused with Bum, but that guy's cool anyway. He's really nice. He's got nothing but the best of intentions, and I personally like listening to the guy. He's very funny. Okay, so, to the match at hand, we're waiting for the players and the coaches to ready up, and it looks like it's finally happened, so we'd like to give a huge thank you to all of our partners. That would mean CSGO Lounge, Twitch, HLTV, and G2A. Very essential to thank them. Maybe run out to their Facebook fan pages or something else of that nature and just give them a shout out, say hello, and everything else in between, and make sure that do everything else, but we do want to, of course, give an obligatory indentation to CSGO Launch. We'll be back in just a short moment. And now here we are with the pistol round. Thank you all for your patience, guys. Oh, I'm sorry, the knife round. What on earth is wrong with me? So, Cache can be a very CT-sided map at some points. Rather, actually, I feel like it's more even. 7-8. I believe there was someone from eFrag who told me that it was a little bit T-sided, if you will. But with that being said, we are now diving into the knife round, and this will be a very important round to both sides. It could actually, in some ways, determine just who wins the map, but it really depends on how strong your coordination is on T side or CT side, but it certainly looks like this one's going to CyberZen. I'm like, what on earth is that? Am I speaking like an Aussie? Sorry about that, guys. I didn't mean to rip on any Aussies today. I'm sure we have a lot of Australian viewer or two in the chat, but yeah. So it looks like we're going to be having Vici Gaming CyberZen going with the T side. It's more power to them, and I feel like in some ways this map is a little bit like Dust 2 in that respect, where if you've got better coordination on the T side as opposed to the CT side, then you can get ahead by a large margin early on in the game. What can I say? You know, I really wouldn't mind going to Australia, not for a vacation. Well, okay, definitely for a vacation, but like something a little bit touristy. I'd love to try a mud crab at some point in my life. I'd like to catch one myself at some point in my life, but checking things out right now, it looks like on the pistol round, I've already forgotten the most important details. We're gonna have 4 Kevlars coming out from both sides. We still have 1 utility man for each side as well. Advent does have a smoke on his person. Yeah, just a moment, as I'd like to have double vision, get my XSplit window open while simultaneously looking at my left-hand monitor. There we go. So, pretty big stack for bomb site B. They've got Savage just outside of, looks like mid, now heading into mid. He might, what is this? Am I misreading this? Let's go to Savage TV for a minute. Okay. He's backtracking. They've been caught now, and that's going to be Benteng getting the opening frag, but it's already 2 returns coming in from Joking with that Tech 9. Of course, he'd like to thank his teammate Advent for dropping it for him. The smoke is down, and the bomb plant will go down as well. The manpower advantage as well as the firepower advantage is in the hands of our Chinese champions. they have beaten Tyloo before, in case you guys were wondering. I mean, like, Tyloo, they're not just, you know, the uncontested champions of Asia, but hats off to them for winning the PGL minor, although that was quite a while ago. And we're going to see the charge in, shut down, Roseo's taken down, and that just creates a crossfire. And there was a flank coming in from Savage in the background as well, taking down Suafeng. And I do see, I think, a new name on the roster for Team NXL today. It's FRGD. I'm not sure if that means fragged or otherwise. If someone in chat could fill me in, that would be great. Does that mean fragged? Hello? That would be great to know. Alright, so pistol round goes straight to CyberZen. They are going to be packing some heavier firepower. Ooh, but that being said, Benteng will still get the opening frag of the round on behalf of this team. Takes a lot of HP off a frag, but Joking coming in and returning fire. But whoa, Suafeng with the nice USPS headshot, but that's going to be Joking dropping in from behind off of Red Crate onto his target. Turns out to be a little bit more pricey than it needs to be coming in from CyberZen, but nonetheless, they've got the bomb plant down. Even if they lose this one, they don't stand to lose too terribly much in the way of money. And looks like the CTs haven't been able to make maximum use of those weapons dropped by the terrorist side just yet. May just be time for the CTs to consider turning back and saving, and that's just not going to be an option for Team NXL. As we do see Joking and our other CyberZen players just shutting them down. 3 players remaining for CyberZen on the board there, but all in all, definitely not a flawless victory. This actually keeps the bank from growing slightly for CyberZen, because they didn't reach that ideal, you know, 5-man win, 5-man elimination win plus plant. And this just, looking at this just reminds me of how long it's been since I've actually casted Counter-Strike Global Offensive. It's really starting to put my brain reflexes into action. But that very nice USPS kill confirmed. Skin is going to make the opening frag from Roseo, but 1 for 3, and very little invested from Team NXL. It's mostly hard eco this round. 1 pistol upgrade that's visible right now. And that is going to be TB coming in to hunt down his target. We'll find it, and that'll be fragged out. Love YY gonna go hunting down his target, and that will be, well, I mean, Benteng manages to bring it to another, what is it, 3-0 victory for CyberZen side, but now this is the rifle round, and it has to count for Team NXL. Can they stop this, I guess you could say, growing momentum that CyberZen has kind of gained? But you can see Advent, he doesn't have the ideal buy. He's got a UMP on his person, but we've seen situations in the game where Flusha, for example, on Team Fnatic, has had more than enough money to purchase rifles, and he instead elects to go with a UMP for whatever reason. Most notably on CT side, so perhaps a strategy all its own. And checking things out here on the minimap, you can see, of course, something of a stack over here at A, but no real commitment or confirmation towards it yet, as we still have the T's poking around at B, seeing if they can get something out of it. Bit of an exchange of fire over there at bomb site A, but at main it's going to be Joking. And for those of you who think I'm pronouncing it wrong, try again. ZH in Chinese is actually it's not zh, it's not a fricative sound, it's like an English J sound. Yeah. Bit of a rotate coming in here, and that is actually very nicely done coming in from the terrorist side. They made enough noise at bomb site A to convince Team NXL that they were going to bomb site A, and now there it is. It's going to be 1 versus 4 at bomb site B, and that's going to be Joking taking down his target. I mean, Benteng, he's out of this now. Frost Misty's next on the list, but in the rotation we have Suafeng as well as Frag going in. They have to take this, and they have to take this quick, otherwise, oh man, cut out with the wrong weapon. Silenced. I didn't know an AWP has a silencer on it. I'm kidding, guys. Kappa. But now it's 1 versus 2, and this might be doable, but Roseo has to hit those targets. Is he going to fake? Because pros don't fake, and he's been caught, and looks like it's going to be Savage shutting him down. I want to just highlight there what happened with that AWP double kill. For those of you who are newer to the game, there was a fragmentation grenade in the target of... I'm trying to identify who that was. Was it Roseo with the AWP? At any rate, it's difficult to identify. Okay. But essentially what happened there was one of the players on CyberZen was caught with his pants down. Guy's not emo, I swear. Look at him. He's on the winning team. Why would you be emo? Kappa, right? Okay, so another stack coming in towards bomb site A, but we don't have that commitment coming in. And of course, CyberZen do know that they should be ever wary of sneaky tactics coming in from NXL on a pistol round. I mean, why on earth not? That's basically, I mean, the element of surprise with a nice close range weapon is the best thing that you can hope for when you are on when you're on the CT side and you just don't have that firepower advantage. That is going to be now 5-0 coming in. I mean, this is a bank builder coming in from CyberZen. At most, they're going to have to replace a few utilities, and that's it. The bank is growing. We've already got TB past 10,000. I don't see them losing this one. And by the way, a huge shout out to the owner of Vici Gaming if he's actually watching right now. I actually met him at Computex last week. That's right, this is Breaker. You remember me? Sorry, bro, couldn't help it. Karn was also in Type A last week as well. But another rifle round on the board for the CT side, and NXL has to make it count, but it's definitely not the ideal way to open things up with Roseo going down. Blind fire through door, nothing else really happening here. Right now we've got Frost Misty looking for a friend, and it looks as though TB and Savage may just make the mistake of swiping right. And say, okay, meet me at bomb site A. Now there's a big rotate coming in, but that's fragged going to be catching Love YY out of position. Here we are. Solfung rotating. Oh no, he's making noise. Okay, he closed the door. If I'm on CT or T side and there's someone next to me and they're just running, not walking or anything, but just running, it drives me up a wall because my teammate is giving away my position, not just his, but you know, thankfully he was kind of alone there. And that crossfire, it looks like it might be held there. No, 2 versus 2 now. 23 seconds to work with on the bomb plant. It's going down. Looks like it may not be stopped, but we're gonna have to see the rotation coming in from Team NXL. And they've got a hell of a hill to climb right now. Going in, fragged, looking for that opening. No headshot, and he's going to abuse that on joking. On quad, there's a frag getting tossed, but that was actually no damage taken, but nonetheless, we'll be seeing frag taking a triple kill and the last laugh off of this round. Still has the AWP in his hands as well. So, with that being said, NXL, they put one on the board for themselves, but the bank here still stands for Vici Gaming CyberZen. At best, this simply produces mental scarring for them. It's like, okay, so we lost one round. Just, you know, keep your stuff together. Don't lose your head. And we should get through this round, maybe. I mean, it really is, all in all, when you look at the setup coming in from CyberZen right now, that it's 5 AKs versus, you know, some slightly deficient firepower, definitely deficient utilities coming in from the NXL side of things. And that is a big aggressive push coming up highway right now, coming in from Joking as well as his teammate Love YY. And that is going to be opening frag, refrag coming in from Roseo as he brings it back to 4-4, but the rotation, I mean, all the T's are on site except for, oh wait, they don't have the bomb. That's pretty big. Okay, so Cotton forklift, that's going to be Roseo getting another 4 versus 3, and he's refragged, but can they stay on top of the trades? It looks like it's going to be Love YY bringing it with a double kill back to 3-2. And the plant should be going down momentarily. They didn't have sight of the bomb, so for all they knew, it could have been like some kind of I don't know, a clumsy play or something silly like that. Maybe a spur of the moment rush to bomb site B once they realized they didn't have the bomb. But Love YY gets himself a third. And last man standing on behalf of his team, it's going to be fragged. And, well, that's just not a good position to be in. Forged. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Binzi Sydney. Terima kasih. Terima kasih. I forget how to say it in Indonesian. But, yeah. I do think that was a kind of, I wouldn't say just kind of, but pretty big mispositioning play coming in from Forge there on White Truck. Like, I mean, if you're going for exit frags, or if you're playing for retake even, that you have to play aggressively, yeah. But I mean, that just didn't say exit frags to me. But here it is, Love YY going in, getting himself 2 kills to open things up, and Benteng as well as his teammate are going in to try and get a flank in. Snag a weapon, maybe get some kind of exit kills, and then get out of there. Looks like we're not going to be having any VP plays coming in from Benteng here. That's right, you guys remember VP versus FaZe Clan at IEM Katowice, right? 1 versus 5, everyone leaves the bomb. It looks like Love YY is just thinking to himself, okay, I'm not going to make that mistake. I'm going back to the bomb. But joking, he reassures them by simply ending the round. Gonna be an AWP purchase coming straight off the bat from Forged, and the rest of the team has FAMAS's, and UMP is going to be on Frost Misty because he wants a little bit more in the way of utility. I'm pretty sure he could have just bought a FAMAS if he wanted it, but that's just not his cup of tea right now. Pretty big push coming in with 4 Ts pushing out towards bomb site A, 3 through main, 1 through looks like Squeaky. It's going to be TB on Squeaky. Again, all 5 of them have AKs. But this might actually make for a very good counter push coming in from the CT side. Very nice opening frag coming in from Forged as well. He made that count. Now they've got to think to themselves, do they want to push into this or not? I don't see anyone pushing into A main yet, but it does appear as though TB, he's making the double kill opening frag. Frost Misty tries going in for the flank, but who's flanking Huam is the good question, as Savage does take him down. Not for free. Inherently, it does cost him a little bit in the way of HP, but not too much. Benteng, last man standing again. I am the one and only, as the pubs used to say back in the 1.6 days. He's going to try and get himself out of that sticky situation, but he's been spotted, and joking, well, just shuts it down. I mean, check out the money, check out the frags. I mean, it's almost like there's no stopping CyberZen. And again, this is one of the few teams that I've seen is capable of beating Tai Lu before. I'm not sure when we'll be seeing Tai Lu playing, speaking of, but we can clearly see that they are playing to the best of their ability, and they're doing quite nicely. If we have a mod in chat, it would be nice to ban the spammers that are posting links to skin gambling sites, whether or not they are legitimate. But this is a very big, hard eco coming in, for the most part, coming in from Team NXL. They do, of course, have P250s and USPs in hand. It's just going to be Forge going in. Rambo, ironically enough, does work to his advantage. Doing a YOLO swag play, no one was looking in his general direction at the time, so why not? The best they can hope to do on this round is keep the bank from growing, but it's going to be, 1? Oh my god, is that, whew, nicely done. 3 versus 2 now, but the firepower advantage is still there. Wait, 2 versus 2, okay, 1 versus 2 now, and that's what's left of CyberZen holding their ground. Putting it into a textbook math format, $300 per frag. Tai Lu versus G2 tomorrow? Well, we're not casting that, are we? Okay. Oh, let's see here. 2 headed for Squeaky right now, coming in from the VG Gaming side of things, and it's going to be majority of Team NXL on bomb site A. But nice opening frags coming in from both sides. I mean, one return frag coming in from Benteng. Forged does have the AWP on his hand as well. Four versus four now. Oh boy, Frost Misty saw them going in, and now he's throwing in the pop flash. But gets the bomb dropped. 4 versus 3 in favor of Team NXL right now. 12 HP remaining on TB now. He's one man standing, but it's going to be Joking there to back him up. He's shut down nonetheless. And that's going to be Love YY coming in to get the refrag, but it's 2 versus 1 now, not in favor of NXL. They actually had the manpower advantage going into this, but you know, that bomb site A play, whenever there's a smoke in there, it can really be crazy. It can be very confusing. There it is. Oh, nicely done by Forge, but unfortunately he's return fragged by Joking, and this is just looking gradually more bleak for our Indonesian underdogs. But hey, we've seen amazing comebacks before, right guys? It is a fact. Huge shout out to the mods. You guys are very welcome in this chat. Just make sure everyone behaves. This isn't kindergarten class where we can call each other doo-doo brains, but Forged, oh my god. Oh, he gets a headshot, but Benteng finishes what he starts. Benteng getting a second one, looking for the third, but shut down. And that is now 3 versus 3. A lot of people are asking in chat, do I think Team NXL can win this? You know, as long as there's a competition, there's a chance, but as long as they are in the game, there's a chance, but you know, we have to be real. The odds right now are astronomically against them. I'm not too sure about Team NXL's LAN experience, but what I can tell you is that VG Gaming CyberZen is the second best team in China, and they are constantly going to LAN events. They've just, if they're not solid in offline events, they are solid in online events. In fact, I would imagine that many pro gamers and teams alike are more comfortable playing in online tournaments as opposed to offline tournaments, because at offline tournaments, you've got the audience's voices drowning out the in-game sound at some points, even your communication. But if you can do well on LAN, well, you can do amazing online. And that is Roseo coming in, getting a double kill, getting the triple. What is this? Suddenly it's 4 versus 2. If he ventures into the crosshairs of Advent, he may just be done for. I mean, like, that third one, it was, I mean, we can't deny, yeah, it was an amazing triple kill, but, you know, it's just, how do I say this? It was the right place at the right time. You could say in some ways, luck. Forge looking for that target up mid, does finally get it, and now it's 3 versus 1. Once Advent is revealed, his position rather, this round may just be over, but we've seen crazier from other teams. Do I think that this player is cracking under pressure? Forged, you know, let's check the frags right now. He's carrying his weight. I mean, even, you know, he is the top fragger on the team. It's not an amazing KDR, but I definitely see no reason to blame him for the situation that they are in right now. Oh boy. Frag coming in and rotate towards bomb site B. Footsteps should have been heard there by Frost Misty. Drop must have been heard. 14 seconds remain, 13 now. Bomb plant will be accomplished, and just gotta patiently go in and approach this at 2 angles at the right time. Frost Misty kind of jumps the gun a little bit there, but nonetheless gets the job done. Gonna try and recover that op before getting the bomb defused, and then everything else should be just fine. So, Team NXL, probably one of the best teams in all of Southeast Asia, of course. I feel as though it's very difficult to compete with the monstrous teams that are in China. Of course, the competitive environment there is, I would say, perhaps far more established than it is anywhere else in Asia. Korea has always had a tradition of being amazing for esports and competitive gaming and such, but that's basically for, honestly, StarCraft and League of Legends. They had their own shooters for a while. I think it was called Sudden Attack. And I'm not sure if it was a first-person shooter or a third-person shooter. But if a game exists, they typically have an esports scene for it. But whoa. In main right now, I mean, Indomog, well, he gets lit and finished by joking. Does return a little bit of fire, but now that A entrance has been made known. Blindfire coming in, Swafong getting a double kill. Looking for that third, just a little bit short. One bullet short of taking down Love YY through the smoke and getting himself a triple. But 2 versus 3, I mean, all these guys are one-shot. They just need 2 M4s to get the retake, and that's going to be Benten getting a frag on, I think that was quad. Forge now looking for some center mass. He just needs to use his pistol. That's all he needs. It's going to be Benten coming in now with the M4 on quad. Hopefully. Some noise was just made, and he's got seconds to work with. He's going to have to go at it, and that's just... Couldn't make the 1 bullet land, unfortunately. So this is the last round of the first half. We can already see, you know, at the top of your screen, it's painfully apparent the situation that Team NXL is in right now. I mean, they never got an economic break going up against VG Gaming CyberZen. And furthermore, I mean, well, that might be a slight break, as I think Savage was just friendly fired a little bit, but yeah. Final round of the first half, full buy coming in, force buy rather, coming in from Team NXL. And this is the best that they've got to offer. Famas's, a few utilities, and the CZ on Roseo. Nicely done there with the coordination, but, you know, 1.5 frags with a CZ. Immediately taking a 4-3. And that's going to leave 2 at mid and 1 stacked towards bomb site B coming in from VG Gaming CyberZen. But shouldn't jump the gun on this one. And that's going to be a spot, a little bit of information for a lot of damage done to Forged. Going in through vents now, and the reaction should be there from the rest of the team. And it looks like that's going to be, yeah, full team trying to go into bomb site B. 3 versus 3 now. Firepower advantage is there for the Terra side, and they don't have time to waste. Trade-wise, however, Swafong has managed to stay on top of things. 2 versus 1. They might just get the last round of the first half. If they can do that and then get the pistol round, they might have something to work with. We can't forget that this is actually also the same exact score that we saw Luminosity Gaming with going up against Fnatic in what was the 3rd and final map of the Grand Finals of IEM Katowice this year. So, let's take it back to the game now, shall we? Whew. If they can take the pistol round, I mean, that's only the beginning of the comeback. Really, I mean, it could be that it could be just the case that NXL's CT side is just not that great compared to their T side. Aggressive push coming in from Advent, but that is going to be punished by Swafong. He's now blind firing through A main smoke. And it's going to be TB and a rotate coming in. Now a return frag coming in from TB. Frag out, and now we have bomb planted coming down very shortly, right? Should be. Indeed, and that's going to be Benten getting 1 before he's traded. Low HP on the CTs now. Still 2 versus 3, and they're trying to push into this. TB got 1 more. Is he still alive? He was? Yeah, he was. He's the player with double VG CyberZen in his name, so yeah. Nicely done by Team NXL. That's certainly what they need to get to that comeback status. But of course, it's going to be a long road to revenge of this map. Yeah, just a moment. Trying to make sure that I've got everything optimally running right now. Yeah, abusing that power at top mid with the AK-47s facing off against pistols. That's going to bring it to 5 versus 3, but Savage there, very nicely done. Does manage to get 1 refrag before he might be hunted down. Indeed, and that's going to be Roseo getting himself a double kill. You know, the second post-pistol round for Team NXL has actually panned out better than it has for Vici Gaming CyberZen. What I mean to say is, if you guys were not watching, after the first pistol round, essentially what had happened was Vici Gaming CyberZen managed to get away with 3 players alive on T side after they won the pistol round. So Team NXL just got away with 4 players alive at the end of that round and a little bit more money in the overall team economy. Stack right now looks like it is geared towards mid A-ish from the T side. And it's going to be so fun getting $600 kill bonus for his opening frag. Getting cut on the reload though. Ouch. That's just the VG boys abusing that power very nicely. Roseo does watch his rear quite nicely. And that's the Mac 10 removed from the CT side. You know, only a slight boost in firepower, but nothing that can really turn the game around unless the enemy team is missing helmets, perhaps. It's going to be Roseo getting himself another double kill up mid, but of course he got himself 3 all throughout this round. And for those of you who speak Indonesian, gonna give you guys a slight laugh. Nama saya orangutan Kamatara Amerika. That's yeah. That's all I know. Alright, so 4 AKs and a Bison coming in now from Team NXL, but they're going up against the first rifle round coming in from Vici Gaming CyberZen, and that could mean trouble for Team NXL. Is this where the comeback stops? Oh man, it looks like that could just be the case. As you know, I'm literally Team NXL is dying laughing with what I just said. I'm so sorry, you guys. Oh, you can see the chat's just erupting right now. Odd shot that, I guess. But you know, unfortunately, just not looking very pretty here. But as I say that, Forge and Roseo do their work, bring it back to 3 versus 3. Is there a rotate coming into bomb site A? Yes, or bomb site B now? Yes. And it all rests on the shoulders of Advent and Savage to get this round under control. But the question is, do they want to salvage their weapons or do they want to go for the straight up win? I mean, 19 HP remains on Advent. At one point, it was 3 versus 5, but NXL managed to bring it back. Well, CyberZen just have to stay calm, keep their cool, and think to themselves, all right, we're not taking any shortcuts to victory. We're going to stay calm and aim. To be fair, for the CyberZen side of things, what they had done was they simply didn't have enough utilities, and of course, there's a natural firepower advantage when you're on the terrorist side. The bank here is, I wouldn't say growing out of control for Team NXL. If we were to see them lose this round, which, I mean, you know, the odds of that are not that great. Ooh. Nice opening frag coming in from Benteng. The odds of that are not that great. Then what would happen is we would have to see 2 drops, and then maybe if they were to win or lose a second round in a row, we would see NXL in some real economic trouble. But 5-4 firepower, utility advantage, everything else there. At this moment in time, they're just gonna try and play solid across the board. Savage waiting for it. He just needs that melon, and he finds it at just the right range too. He's looking to pick up that AK, but he's shut down, and that is going to be the trade coming in from Frost Misty onto Love YY. They don't hear anything in the vents. That could be dangerous. Smoke is gonna go down. Sorry, that's all, folks. I'm sorry. Yeah, you guys got Porky Pig as the caster today. Smoke goes down on B main. And although we do see Advent get a frag there, he's not able to capitalize on it with a weapon salvage. So, you know, firepower advantage is still there for the terrorist side. The plant has to come down, however. It's going to be one. Roseo looking for the other. Oh, man, he turns that corner just a little preemptively. Can't hear the footsteps. He should have heard the drop. It's made known now, but there we go. Frag coming, or excuse me, a flank coming in from Forge. I don't know exactly what happened there because, of course, our auto observer Yes, we trust an AI to give us the observing skills here. The auto observer switched on us, but it looks like, you know, I don't know how to say this, but although NXL are winning this, they're, you know, it's not looking as definitive as it was, say, I wouldn't say, okay, they're not quite winning it just yet. Let's put it this way. They got a nice start on the T side, but I would say that they're not getting that solid lead that Vici Gaming CyberZen did, where they just couldn't lose economic momentum. So that is the issue that we have coming in for Team NXL. Yes, they've been winning, you know, 5 rounds in a row now, maybe 6, but they just don't have the money to back it up. That is looking like, whoa. Missed opening frag opportunity coming in from our player at Forklift. It looks like that was Advent, if I saw that correctly. That's gonna be Love YY getting the opening frag of the round, and you know, 4 versus 5. You know, NXL's done it with 3 versus 5 now, but at least previously, but it's still difficult to say. I'd rather not read that out loud because the best I can do is pronounce it correctly. I only know how to read the Indonesian alphabet aloud. Like, I remember a linguist once told me Indonesian is the easiest language on the planet to learn for a non-native speaker of Indonesian. But here we go now. That's going to be Frost Misty getting the opening frag onto bomb site A. And we now see that CZ are way out of position. But as I say that, we do have Advent now trying to push his way into this. Uh-oh. Ouch. Roseo, he was... I don't know what happened there. Maybe he didn't have the proper vision to see this. I'm not sure. But trades are going in favor of the CT now, and they have to get the defuse. So, money-wise, I mean, we'd see something of a buy coming in here. 2,200 to everything that's on the terrorist side, and this was marginally profitable coming in for the CyberZen side of things. So, this is the moment of truth for Team NXL. Can they win this round? I would say in some regards. Hold on. If we check things out after they've all bought. I'm looking at this. If they can get the bomb plant, they might have enough for something of a buy next round because you simply add 3,000 to what they have now? No, I'm sorry. I think 3,400 to everything that they have now. No, 2,600. God, my math sucks. I'm American, but that's going to be Savage opening frag, opening double kill. Might be looking for a triple here, but not able to hit anything through smoke just yet. There's the triple. There's no stopping this guy with an AWP in his hands, but looks like the prospect for a 5K may just be shut down as we have a trade happen at bomb site B and Joking coming in for cleanup. So no plant with that either. The only one who's able to afford drops for his teammates right now would be Roseo. Map number 2 will be Overpass, and I believe that was chosen by CyberZen. 2 rounds to go, so I mean they're not out of the park just yet. They're not out of the woods just yet, rather, is what we should say here for Team Vici Gaming CyberZen. They've got 2 rounds of wiggle room to work with, but Team NXL, they have to win 8 in a row if they want to avoid overtime and take this. If they want overtime, they're going to have to win at least 7, including this one. Here we go. Pouring into that bomb site now. Of course, I do catch it a little bit late. Speak of it a little bit late, but that's going to be 1 return frag after we do see, I believe that was Forge. No, Soafong making the opening frag. No plant coming in just yet either. That's what's making this a little bit more difficult. From a spectator's perspective. God, I've been outside of my country for too long. My English is turning to lard, but that is now going to be, well, 2 for 2 in the trades, 2 versus 2 as it stands. You know, checking the bank rate here. Oh boy. Well, Joking brings it to 2 versus 1. Roseo, last man standing in the most obvious, I mean, perhaps one of the most obvious positions. That would be quad. As we did just see Joking throw frag at it. He was not shut down, unfortunately. And that is going to take Vici Gaming CyberZen to match point. Indonesia. I live in Taiwan, bro. Indonesia is not killing my English. NA Caster. How about that? NA Caster. Let's put it that way. Alright, so Team NXL, I mean, we can't forget great comebacks like Liquid versus NIP. But I think that was a more recent DreamHack, if I'm not mistaken. But let's not forget those only happen once in a blue moon. It's not over yet. It's far from over. But it's still on the table. Eight rounds for Team NXL, and they've got very limited utilities right now. All you have to do is look at the left-hand side of your screen, and you can see that there are flashbangs. You know, maybe 4 flashbangs, 5 flashbangs, and that's going to be, you know, Advent holding his ground. He didn't have to really expend any utilities there to make that one happen. Just unfortunate, but it felt like Frost Misty was kind of walking into his doom at that moment, and that's going to be Advent getting another to his name. Indeed, yes, it will be. Checking things out now on the terrorist side of things. I mean, they're trying to make that entry at bomb site B, but it's just, you know, the likelihood of it actually happening is less and less with each and every teammate falling for them. And now it's 2 versus 5. It's unfortunate. Joking getting, I think that was the second one at bomb site B, but Love YY is going to get the cleanup, and that will bring things to 8-16 in favor of our Chinese champions, Vici Gaming CyberZen. So, with that being said, we are now going to be diving into the next map very shortly. I'm pretty sure the players all need a break. I think I would need one too after how long that had lasted, but it's going to be it from us for the time being, guys. We're going to take things into a short break, and then we will be back with map number 2, Overpass. So don't go away, and maybe if you guys are interested, you guys can go ahead and enter our M4, Battlestar skin giveaway. It's not factory new. It is field tested, and you can enter that giveaway by either A, typing raffle in chat, or B, clicking on the skin below this screen window. That being said, we're now going to take things into a short break, and then we'll be back with our second map, so don't go away.